Hello everyone, this is Danny Designs. Sorry if I look a mess, just been out doing some stuff. Kind of a humid, nice day, I think 80 degrees, something like that. It's supposed to rain off and on all day. What I say, today is Thursday, May 21st. Just one of those days where I've just been kind of knick-knack doing stuff, you know. I don't know if you remember, but when I had my septic system put in, there was just a big pile of dirt right there that was left over. So I just kind of smoothed it out with the backhoe today. You know, moved some stuff, getting ready to clean up some stuff back in there where I just had some trashy stuff kind of behind the mobile home here. And, you know, kind of leveling this off. I wanted it to rain quite a bit so this thing would pack in so I could use some of that dirt and fill in where it settled. And it's about there. So, you know, I don't want water to sit on top of it. No specific reason except it could float out, but I doubt it. So anyway, you know, I wanted to go ahead and run off. So I just moved this dirt, put some of it over on my driveway and down in the main driveway. And then there were still some settling areas right in here. Sorry about the wind, it's blowing just a little bit. Where I had one of my first burn pits. You know, still kind of settled and wet water would sit in that area. And I kind of drive through here and work in this area. So I'd put some more right in there and, you know, just leveling it out a little bit. Doesn't have to be great because I'm still going to be doing a ton of work in this area. So another thing that I did today, like I said, sorry if I got stuff all over me. I haven't looked. I did put together a little rainwater catch system. And what I mean by that is it's not permanent because I've got a lot of stuff I got to do over here on my barn. But I had these two tanks. I know you've seen those in other videos. I moved them around different spots. When I was using the sawmill more, I had one over by the sawmill to try to catch water off my RV, which you saw that. And then it was easier just to move the water from the RV to the water tote, and then I'd just fill up a bucket and carry it over to the sawmill. Well, you know, now I've got the water faucet over there. Now by the RV, I could run a water hose. Or what I'm doing this for is I planted a garden. I'll show you a little bit of that. And so what I did is I just got a section of rain gutter, just a section, kind of put it up there, you know, just attached it so the little water is going to catch right there, will run off into this tote. I just used what I had laying around the house. I will probably, because you know that's a heavier piece of PVC, I clamped it on that, screwed it onto the end of the drainage thing there. So what I'll probably do is just buy me some more of this real light, I don't know what it's called, but you know, flex pipe or whatever, and connect it, and then just so it run it down in here. And I will get another one of those connectors, which I do not have. You see right there, I've got that one so I was able to screw in there. Real lightweight, no big deal. On this end, I didn't have anything, so I just clogged it up with some of the foam, spray foam. For now, I'll knock that off, put one of those on that end, and then that'll run down into this one here. So not going to catch a ton, but you'll be surprised. I mean, that, you know, section that it's going to run off there is what's that? Maybe 12 feet right there by probably, I don't know what that, let's just say 15 feet long, just to say it. So that's quite a bit of, you know, rainwater coming down, getting in this drain, going down into these totes. It won't take long to fill them up. So then what I'll do is I have a pump, submergible pump, and when I want to transfer the water from here, when I'm going to use it, when I want to transfer the water from these totes, I'll just, because I got the electrical outlet right there on the well house, I'll run the extension cord, put the submergible little pump in there I got from Harbor Freight, run the water hose over to this blue barrel that I have over here, fill it up, and water the garden at the same time out of the rainwater. And, you know, do I have to do that? No. But, I mean, I've got a water faucet right over here that I hooked up to the RV, but that's coming out of my well. And if I don't have to use well water to water the garden, I won't. I mean, I might as well just, you know, use the rain, you know, store it. So on those hot weeks where we're not getting any rain to water, I'll be able to use that. And I don't have to, you know, use water for out of my, what's it called? The water table, you know, where my pump is down in there. I don't know if I showed you this. I think maybe talked a little bit about it, but these wicking system gardens, this is that blue barrel that I'll fill the water up from the tote. So I'll run it over here, fill this up, water the garden all in one shooting match, then put everything up. So I'll only have to do that, heck, you know, probably once every 2 weeks, maybe, something like that. Anyway, what I got going right there, that's going to be me. That right there is going to be some yellow squash. Yellow squash. That right there is bell peppers, different colored bell peppers. Green, red, yellow. I don't know if I have any orange, but that right there is okra. It's coming up. Got me some green onions right there. Jalapeno peppers. Finally, these are the ones that came up last. I planted them at the same time, but they came up last, but they're coming up now. This right here is some beets. Cucumbers. Those came up quick. I planted them, watered it, put it in there quick. That's a hawk feather. I don't have anything in that one. Nothing in that one. And then what's coming up here? I want to say this is my cantaloupe. It's finally sprouting up a little bit. So I got my cantaloupe coming up. And then my watermelon. So I'm going to move all this stuff down, just kind of move it out. And the reason I put these in a line, there's a reason. I usually have a reason, not always. Sometimes my reasons change, or I rethink them, or get better ideas from other people, my parents, friends, and all that good stuff. But I have I think I may have mentioned it, the power line that goes over to that power pole right there. It gets really low right in here. You can see. So what I did, since I don't use tractors or anything in my wicking system garden, is I lined them up underneath that. Because I don't do anything high. I don't, you know, have a backhoe or tractor that I run under there. And that's the whole reason, the means by the madness, or however you say that. This prevents me from driving underneath this wire. If I've got these things in the way, I can't drive under there. No one can. So, you know, if I have someone out here driving something taller, you know, and they're just not aware, which shouldn't happen, but heck, it's possible, you know. You can't drive under there unless you just run over the garden with these colored totes, you know. So anyway, I do know that I got this from Daniel Arms, from Arms Homestead down in Sulphur, this idea. He got it from a guy named, I guess, Leon's Gardens down in Kingston, Oklahoma. So Daniel Arms is from Sulphur, Oklahoma, you know, and Leon's from Kingston, got a gardening area. So I got that idea from them. It's working great. So that's what I'm going to do, is move my chainsaw box and stuff down a little closer to the pole, and that way it'll allow the watermelon and the cantaloupe to spread out more right here, because you know those things will spread out. So I'm gonna move it over. Again, it'll just prevent me from anybody, or I mean right there my RV, if I was to accidentally think, oh, I'm just gonna pull that thing through and park it over there, once I start pulling it, which is really soon, you know, that's taller than that, and I'd rip it over on the ground. I'd tear it out. So anyway, that's my thought process behind this. Also, if varmints, which, you know, I'll call a deer a varmint, but if they start eating my garden, coming up here and wanting some of this for some reason, I can build me a fence, which will also protect this cable coming down. So what I will end up doing is I'll move the blue barrel to this side of this pole for the water, and then I will just have a fence come around this pole and go right on this side of this cable, straight down, almost to, well, it'll go to where the past where the chainsaw box is, and then I'll be able to just bring it straight over, square it off down there on the end, and bring it straight down this way. And that'll help prevent, you know, the deer or whatever, hopefully, from getting in there. What I plan on doing also, which I haven't done yet, is right in this area where it's kind of open, and that's where I'll have the fence, so there'll be an open area, is putting strawberries and what else? Asparagus. Since they, I guess, year-round will stay alive, so if it freezes, you just kind of cover them up in the winter, then they sprout back up and you don't have to replant those. So that's kind of my thought process in that open area right there, is strawberries and asparagus. So it'll be in the ground, it'll be easy to water. I may put them in a wicking system, just some bigger barrels like this, bigger canisters, because those are wicking systems also. I just use different pond type things. So I could buy me 2 or 3 or 4 of those to put the asparagus and stuff in it. That way the watering system, I can disappear for 2 weeks without watering and come back and it'll still be okay. It won't kill it because the wicking system has a way to store water. Okay, I just, like I said, just kind of did stuff, had success today, and doing little things. You know, nothing on the cabin or anything today, but that should happen tomorrow if the rain stays away. I could work on the cabin a little bit. Got that water system good. That's going to help out. Like I said, I don't like turning on the water, just pumping it out of the ground to water my garden. If you have to, you have to.